HOA Karen took shortcut across my cattle fields, so I diverted creek and made it a mud lake forever. I never expected a simple cattle field to turn into the biggest battle my small ranch had ever seen. My name is Daniel Carter. I own a 600-acre cattle ranch in Montana that has been in my family for 3 generations. Most people around here respected property lines. They understood that fences existed for a reason. Unfortunately, the residents of the luxury HOA development next door had different ideas. For years, everything was peaceful. Then a woman named Karen Whitmore became president of the HOA. Karen acted like she owned everything she could see. One afternoon, I noticed fresh tire tracks running straight through my cattle field. The tracks cut across nearly half a mile of grazing land. At first, I assumed someone had gotten lost. Then I saw another set. And another. Within 2 weeks, dozens of vehicles were crossing my property every day. I followed the tracks and discovered the truth. Karen had told HOA residents they could use my field as a shortcut to reach the highway 5 minutes faster. 5 minutes. That was apparently enough reason for hundreds of people to ignore private property signs. The constant traffic stressed my cattle. Several calves were separated from their mothers. Fences were damaged. Gates were left open. My ranch manager estimated thousands of dollars in losses, so I politely visited the HOA office. "Karen," I said, "your residents are driving through my cattle field. It needs to stop." She smiled. "It's just a little dirt path. It's private property. We've been using it for months. Without permission." She leaned back in her chair. "Then sue us." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Instead of arguing, I left. Over the next month, the situation became worse. Residents started treating the path like a public road. Some even honked at my ranch workers when cattle blocked the route. One pickup truck nearly hit a calf. That was the moment I decided enough was enough. What Karen didn't know was that my family also owned the water, rights to a seasonal creek running along the northern edge of the property. Years earlier, engineers had installed legal water control structures to manage flooding. Everything I planned was completely lawful. I contacted county officials. I hired environmental consultants. I obtained every approval required. Then I made a small adjustment. A very small adjustment. The creek's flow was redirected into a low section of land directly surrounding Karen's illegal shortcut. Nothing dramatic happened at first. The ground simply became softer. A little wetter. A little muddier. Drivers kept using it anyway. Karen even mocked me during an HOA meeting. "Looks like the rancher is trying to scare us with a puddle." Residents laughed. I smiled, because spring runoff was coming. 3 weeks later, mountain snow began melting.